Hello, welcome back, or welcome for the first time. So I had a bit of a little spurt of inspiration, and I'm like, hey internet, how about I do a Valentine's Day makeup look tutorial thing? And then the internet was like, no. And then I was pretty bummed, and I'm like, okay, how about I just delete everything and go cry in the shower for a while? And I was like, no, heck that. I want to make this stupid video. I'm going to make the stupid video. So if you didn't want to see it, don't watch it. And that's the end of my rant for the day. It looked like booty hole right now because I just took off a full face of makeup to put on a full face of makeup. So I had an idea of what I wanted to do, but I don't entirely know how I'm going to go about this. So, as usual, I'm just gonna do my best, because at the end of the day, that's all any of us really can do. If at any point my camera goes out of focus, just remember my house is probably haunted. Better put these in so you don't have to look at my weird, gross ear holes the whole video. So for this, I really want to try to do something fun and different. So I'm just going to start by trying to help my skin a little bit because she needs it. I'm going in with this is like some kind of toner. It's supposed to have like 24 karat gold in it or something. I don't know what the benefit of gold is on your skin. I can't imagine it's like real. I don't know. I'm sure if it's in everything, there's some kind of purpose, but all I know is I went to school for skincare for a year and not once did I put gold on anybody's face. Just taking some hyaluronic acid and focusing a lot of it on my laugh lines because until I'm rich enough to get Botox, there's nothing we can really do about those. But I'm at least gonna try to fix them a little bit. Gonna go in with this L'Oreal Collagen Plumping Moisturizer thing because, again, she needs it. Again, I'm focusing that like primarily laugh lines and under eyes because that's where I need the most help. I just want to make sure I have a nice base to work with. So I'm just going to go ahead and first prime my eyes with literally the first primer I come across, which happened to be like this hard candy one that's from Walmart. I have yet to form an actual opinion on it. I feel like any primer is better than no primer. I feel like from what I remember, the Urban Decay Primer Potion is probably the best, but I also haven't used it in like 8 years, so I usually get the Wet n Wild one, but for some reason I've had trouble finding it lately. I don't know. So I was debating, I don't know if I want to use the Beauty Killer or the Conspiracy. I have a couple other palettes, but as far as I'm concerned, these are really the only two I have. I don't know. I'm thinking I'm gonna go in with my Conspiracy palette, and out of it I think we're gonna use Flaming Hot, Not a Fact, Trisha, and then maybe some of Pigment. Maybe we'll dip into my rides here. I'm not 100% on that, and we're definitely going to use Ranch. Okay, so I think I'm going to start by wiping off this dirty ass brush on my pants because, I mean, where else would I wipe it? And then I'm just going to dip into Not a Fact here. And I'm gonna try to not completely, like, butcher this. Like, I'm so used to, like, starting off with a base color, you know, because I feel like it makes it, like, blend easier, but at the same time I want this to be, like, really pigmented, so I don't know. Should I do it? I don't know. I'll do it. I'm just gonna go in with my Pills, which is this pale pink shade at the top. I'm just gonna kinda just very lightly tap that over the entirety of my eye. I just feel like it'll make it easier for me. So now I'm going to go into Not a Fact with this brush. I'm going to really make sure it's on there. And I'm going to start in, as per usual, the place where my crease should be, but it's not. So I'm just kind of feeling like where my eyeball is, and I'm going right in there. If you don't have hooded eyes, this will be your crease. And I'm just gonna kind of stick that in there. I think a lot of my problem I have with eyeshadow is I kind of try to go too quick. And sometimes it's okay to like slow down and take your time and really try to perfect it because it's not easy. I just love my new life as a guru. I'm gonna take it, ew. I have leftover lash glue in my eye. Hang on. I'm gonna take it from like the corner of my eye, like where my lower lash line is there, and I'm gonna try to like kind of wing it out a little bit. But I'm not gonna go like super far because I'm gonna like add more in and, you know, try to blend stuff in and make it cute. I don't know if I have the capability, but like we'll find out. I feel like that's pretty okay. What happened here? How do I always end up with eyeliner smudged in places where it hasn't even had the opportunity to be? So I definitely feel like this eye is looking better, but ain't that just the way? So I'm going to take this little tapered BH Cosmetics brush because I have one decent set of brushes. And I don't know, I think I'm going to go into Flaming Hot. I actually haven't played with this color at all that I'm aware of. This might be the first time I'm dipping into it. She's that red right there. Sorry all my makeup is gross. There's just nothing we can do about that. I don't take care of things. I'm just gonna kind of just gently place it, kind of like, how do I say this? Just kind of blending it into that purpley color that we just laid down. Just ever so slightly bringing it out more through here. Now that I got that red in there, I'm just gonna go back in with like this little angular brush. I'm gonna go back into Not a Fact and just kind of deepen that color a little bit, because I feel like we lost some of it when we were blending in the red. I'm gonna take a little bit of a fluffier blending brush, but not super fluffy, and then I'm gonna go into the shade Trisha, which is the bright pink one right there, if you can see it. And I'm gonna stick that like over top of this red, kind of just working my way a little bit more up and just kind of like blending this all together. It just pisses me off how like this eye just always has her shit together. Like, she's doing well. She makes 6 figures. She has a plan. She's got a 401k. This one over here just... ugh. Like, this eye has custody of this eye's kids. You know what I mean? But it's fine. She's family. We still love her. She just needs help to better herself. So what if she's writing bad checks in my name? Okay, so now that I got that pink in there, and again, just going back and getting this purpley shade where I want it to be. Just wanted it to be a little bit darker. And then now, I'm going to take a little brushy thing here, and I'm going to dip into Ranch and just put that like right up against my eyebrow. I have to put it like basically in my eyebrow, because if I bring it down too low where I have like, you know, fairly hooded lids, it'll make it all disappear. So you want to stick your highlight like way up there. I'm a big dummy and my camera cut off and I didn't realize it, and I don't know where it cut off, but I haven't made it far, so if everything I said just got cut off. So I got the Trisha blended up in there. I went back over the Not a Fact color, and so now I have some concealer here and a concealer brush, and I'm just gonna go in and do the crease cut thing, even though it's not really my crease, so I'm cutting my whole eyelid basically. Okay, so now I'm gonna very carefully, because this takes literally 5 ever, I'm just gonna, like, again, where I put this, like right here, like this is where my eyeball is, and I'm just gonna try to not completely like ruin all that purple I put in, but I'm just gonna kind of pat it until it's even on there. You ever get like that weird air bubble in your throat and it like makes that like weird little like noise, like a freaking demon is like exercising itself from your body? Like, what's up with that? I think I'm gonna kind of take it up a little bit, like into this wing part, but like barely. Not like that. That's what we were going for. My eye is watering. I was gonna try to keep my lid shut as much as possible, because again, with like hooded lids, and I'll like open my eyeball and then this shit'll be all the way up there, and we do not want that. So oh, there goes my brand new iPhone in the floor. Can you imagine if I broke this like the day after I just dropped like half of my tax return on a new phone? Because that would be my luck. Let's take Flaming Hot and dab it on this outside part here. I'm gonna kind of leave this inner part blank. Okay, and so now I'm gonna take this brush that I've effectively ruined with red. I'm gonna dip into Ranch, which is the white, and I'm gonna stick that right in here. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. That's nice. Very cool. Just gonna touch it with the concealer brush here. Okay, yeah, it's pretty cute. I don't know how it looks on camera. From what I can see, this looks horrible. But in person, I swear, she's cute. She's cute. I'm gonna take this little tiny detail type brush thing, go back into Not a Fact, and hopefully this is the last time I do this. But I just want to soften it around my eyelid where the concealer was kind of harsh, because I want it to be pretty dark around here so that it like really stands out. Again, it's the worst time of my life when I look over and realize I have another eye to do. That is not my favorite realization, but here we go. This eye is always easier to do the concealer, so like that's the only plus about working on this eye. But other than that, she's totally trash. Back into Flaming Hot. Now, back into Ranch. Again with this little detail brush type thing. Gonna darken up this side a little bit like we did the other side. I hope you can see like the dimension on camera and stuff. Looking at the camera reflected in the mirror, it looks weird, but I feel like it always does. It'll probably look better when I'm editing it. I don't know. I hope you can see it. I'm proud of this. I think it looks really pretty. But I feel like we need something else. I think that something else is glitter. This is a hard candy palette from Walmart. It looks like one of those like typical cheap, you know, little glitter gel things that aren't worth a single damn, you know, like you put it on your eyeball and it ends up all the way up here at your brow and you're like, how? But these really aren't like that, because you can, I've used a glitter primer with it and it does help, but like they're not like overly jelly, you know what I mean? Like they're pretty dry to the touch, but it does stick on its own, and they're like super pigmented, like literally when you dip your brush in. And I don't know if you can see that, but it looks like that, and then like you put it on, and it's like, she really be like that. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it, but they're cool. I like it. I think I paid like, I don't know, it was 10 or less, you know what I mean? So I definitely, if you got a Walmart near you, which I imagine you do because Walmart is taking over, pick one of these up. They're pretty neat. So I'm going to take this little concealer brush thing. I'm going to dip into the white one that's up top, and I'm going to put it over the white in this inner part of my eye. Got some glitter on there. I'm just going to take eyeliner pencil and like tightline my eyes really quick. I don't want to do like a winged liner because I don't want to like drown out all the detail work I did, because that would be depressing. Because I don't know how to do just like a cute subtle little wing. Like if I'm doing a wing, like we're going straight like Krayshawn, honey. We're doing Amy Winehouse. We're going to take it there. So I'm just going to try to do like a thin little strip of black. Just enough to hide my lashes when I put them on. She got a little hashtag thick out here, but that just tends to happen. So these lashes have been used and abused. They're kind of dirty, but we're gonna do it anyways. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop on some mascara. gonna grab a makeup wipe and clean up some of my mess here. I'm gonna take my eyeliner pencil and go ahead and line my waterline. I'm gonna smudge that into my lashes a bit because we're gonna smoke it out at the bottom. I'm gonna take this little bitty dude. This is the e.l.f. small smudge brush, and I'm gonna kind of smudge out that liner that I pulled into my lashes from my waterline. I'm gonna go ahead and slap some glue on these lashes. I think I told you in my how I do my makeup video, I like to let the glue set for a second and get tacky because it really makes the world of difference when applying your lashes. I'm just gonna pop this glue on and let it chill out for a second while I apply my face primer. So going in with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, I'm just gonna dip into that with this brush and just pat it on. Then take a lash curler to these lashes. If you're interested in these lashes, they will be linked in the description. So now eyes are pretty much completely done. I'm going to work on my face, so we already have our primer on. I'm going to grab my regular powder foundation I always use. This is a Maybelline Superstay. Foundation's done, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw a little bit of clear mascara in my brows here. So now I'm going to get cracking with the bronzer. Just using a little Wet n Wild bronzer. I'm going to go ahead and contour my nose. I'm just going to take a little bit of my Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder and buff out this bronzer so I don't look completely insane. And I do love a strong, harsh contour, but I'm going to soften it up a little bit for this look because I want the focus to be primarily on the blush. So I got my bronzer done. Now I'm going to go into the shade Pigment right here, and I'm going to grab a little tapered brush like this and dip into that, and we're going to be using that as a blush. So I'm going to apply it. Usually I put my blush up here, but I'm going to do it like right through here, like very e-girl, like anime realness right now. I'm gonna carry that in, get like a little sunburn action going, and then I'm just gonna take that onto the tip of my nose here, just kind of go at it. I love blush on the nose. I think it's like literally the greatest thing. Like it really changes the vibes so quick. So now that the blush is done, we're gonna go in and highlight. So today I just have this little e.l.f. baked highlighter. It's the Moonlight Pearls one because the Wet n Wild highlighter I usually use, they were out of it. So we're just going to go in with her and like this little knockoff Art's thing. Going to hit her with some setting spray because I want some wetness to the brush. I'm going to drag that down the bridge of my nose. I'm going to take this little e.l.f. eye crease brush, hit it with some setting spray. I'm going to go into the highlighter and I'm going to put that right on the tip of my nose here. I'm taking this brush I normally highlight with, which is just this little like weird unicorn one. I'm going to drag that onto my forehead. Touch up the tip of my nose here. Then we're not even done with that. I'm going to go back into the Conspiracy palette here. I'm going to take this Urban Decay brush I have and going into Not a Fact, which is that purple shade we did through here. I'm going to add that into my lash line. The lower lash line, I should say. Now I'm going to go into this Artist Couture highlight that I have. It's in the shade Cocoa Bling. I'm going to take my highlighting brush, hit it with the setting spray. I'm just going to dip into that. Go right over these cheeks. It'll just create a really nice diamond wet look on top of all that. That's good there. I'm going to pop some mascara on my bottom lashes. I'm going to take this little elf brush I used on the tip of my nose and dipping into the setting spray and then into the Artist Couture highlight again. I'm going to pop that on my inner corner just because she needs a little help. Next we're gonna do some lips, and I'm trying to think of what I want to do. I have this NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick. I don't know what shade this is. Oh, it's called Tea and Cookies. That's cute. And since we want nice plump lips for this look, I'm gonna go in with some Too Faced Lip Injection Gloss. I do not support Too Faced. I will no longer be buying their products, but I've just had this for a really long time, and for right now it's what I got, so until I buy a new lip plumper, this is what we're working with. But honestly, screw Too Faced. That was an appropriate name for the company. I'm gonna spray with some setting spray. Not going to use a lot because I'm going to take this off when I'm done here. And then we need just one more thing. So since it's Valentine's Day, I think we need some cute little hearts. So I have my Milk Makeup heart stamp. I'm just going to do like one here, one here. I think that's good. But yeah, I think it's cute. So I'm going to finish off this look with a wig, and I'm going to get dressed, and then we'll show you the final result. Okay guys, sorry we're in my bathroom now, but here is the final look all together. So I have this little slip dress that came from Hot Topic, and even though the pattern doesn't necessarily scream Valentine's Day, I mean it's like roses, which is cool, and butterflies, but where it's the slip style, you know, it's like lingerie inspired. So I thought that would be like super cute for Valentine's Day. And then they put pockets in it, which made it like flare out weird at the waist and stuff. So I just put a belt around it. I have like this kind of oversized stud belt here that I added to it. And then for wigs, I chose this hot pink one because like I wanted a pink moment to go with my makeup. And I also just really love the contrast of like this hot of a pink against like this dark purple and black and blue color scheme. And then I just have my my Demonias here. These are the Hacker platform boots. They make me very tall. And then of course I just got some fishnets because I mean you gotta have fishnets. And then I have this super cute Juicy Couture bag. I happened to just find it when I was out, and it has like the big red juicy heart, and then it just kind of fits with the vibe, like kind of badass, you know. So I like that a lot. And then for jewelry, I just have like a couple of my regular necklaces, my Louis Vuitton, my little handcuff, and then I have this little heart locket choker, which I thought went perfectly. And yeah, overall I'm pretty happy with this. I got one little cuff. Wouldn't want to overload on bracelets on like a date night. And also guys, can we look at this? This was unintentional. I did not even notice, but my nails match this dress. So that's actually perfect. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this spur of the moment Valentine's Day look. So this was really fun to do. It was nice to like actually sit down and try to do something for once, because I'm always like in a hurry and moving really quick. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video and you want to see like more makeup-y things in the future, definitely let me know. And if you didn't like this video, hit the thumbs down or just keep it to yourself. Don't be mean. There's no reason for that. Subscribe if you want. I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but I will tell you that I put up videos every single Monday. And that's it. So I love you. Have fun. Be safe. Look both ways before you cross the street. And I will see you next Monday.